What would you do if you saw a man, starving, so desperate he was eating his own waste just to survive? Would you turn away? Or would you stop and change his life, and maybe even your own? This is the story of Narayanan Krishnan, a man who gave up everything: his career, his comfort, his future to feed those whom society had forgotten. In the early 2000s, Narayanan Krishnan was a rising star, a gifted young chef from Madurai, India. He was in his late 20s, medium build, wavy black hair, his dark eyes alive with passion. He worked with the precision of a craftsman, every dish a masterpiece. His career promised fame, fortune, and luxury. He had even been shortlisted for a job in Switzerland's finest hotel kitchens. But one encounter would change his path forever. On a trip home to Madurai, Krishnan passed a man under a bridge. His clothes were torn, his body frail, his face hollow. And then Krishnan saw it: the man was eating his own human waste, driven mad with hunger. The young chef froze. That image pierced his soul. For days, he could not eat, could not sleep, could not forget. In that moment, he knew cooking for the rich would never satisfy him. When so many of his own people were starving, he made the hardest choice of his life. He put down the silver spoons of five-star kitchens and picked up a battered old pot. Every morning, he cooked rice, curry, and vegetables. Then he walked the streets of Madurai, searching for the hungry, the abandoned, the forgotten. At first, it was just a few people, but soon there were dozens, then hundreds, and then thousands. In 2003, Krishnan founded the nonprofit Akshaya Trust. Its name means indestructible, and like its name, his mission could not be broken. Day after day, under the burning sun and pouring rain, he fed the homeless and mentally ill. People who had been abandoned by their families, people who had forgotten their own names. With every meal, he gave more than food. He gave dignity, and word spread. Soon, people came not just for food, but for care, for kindness, for hope. What began with one man and one pot became thousands of meals every single day. Today, Narayanan Krishnan and his team feed over 400 people every single day. He has served more than 2 million meals. But numbers do not tell the full story. What matters most are the eyes of the people he serves. Eyes that were once empty, now alive with gratitude. He traded luxury for love, fame for fulfillment, and in doing so, he proved that true success is not measured by what you keep, but by what you give. So I ask you, what is the measure of a life? Is it the titles we earn, the wealth we collect, the recognition we gain? Or is it the difference we make, one person, one meal, one act of kindness at a time? Narayanan Krishnan's story reminds us, greatness is not about being served. Greatness is about serving. He was once a chef for the elite, but he became a servant for humanity. His name is Narayanan Krishnan, the man who fed thousands and gave the world a recipe for compassion.